Hello everyone and welcome back to Chronosplays Xenogears. Today, let's move on with the cutscenes. Kind of cutscenes, not exactly cutscenes. There's going to be some cutscenes, some fights. But there's been a lot of cutscenes. You're right. You don't have to worry too much about the equipment here. Like, there will be battles, but it's not super hard, and if you already have Billy set up for his ether damage, it's not that bad. What is this? This must be the place. You might have noticed we have our old gears, because we don't have our Omni gears anymore. Boo, I know. Wait for me! This is as far as you can come. From here on is my world. You can't enter. What do you mean? You're a subordinate, fake persona. That's why. A subordinate, fake persona? Rude. Yeah. He has part of my memories from back then. He has sealed away the very meaning of my existence. My drive, my motivation, my subconscious id. Because of that, I became a basic blank persona. And on top of that, I constructed a new persona based on my experiences since then. That is what you are now. Him? You mean father? You call him father? He who never did anything for you? It's because of his cowardly behavior. If only he'd been able to protect me. If he had done that, mother wouldn't have had to die. Didn't my mother die right after I was born? What really happened to my mother? Tell me, Id. You don't need to know. You'll only disappear soon. Along with your basic persona, the coward. I'll rule my being through the power of the existence. Like what? Of course you don't know. But is it etched into my metapsychotic memory? Sure. Your persona's a fake, so you'll never stand on the stage of consciousness. You'll never be able to take charge of the memories from our past lives. I know the dreams and hallucinations. I've seen them many times. Them? I showed you to them on purpose. To break the seal, I chose to weaken the power of your existence. Your mental energy is weakened. I can become free to do as I wish. What? There's still things inside you which you haven't been shown yet. Huh? Someone's coming. It's probably your friends. They must have followed me. Where are you going? I came to re-establish contact with the existence, to tie together all the threads of your memories since ancient times, and then cut them off. That is the fate of the contact. All is ready. It's time for the true awakening. I will eliminate all those who full of hypocrisy from the very beginning. Wait for me, Ed! Where are you going? Oh, come on, dude! You can just stay there and Zerb. Whee! What is that? More symbolism, I think. Faye! This must mean this is Voltal's true transform appearance? Well, Voltal 2's transform appearance, I guess? Not really! It is Voltal 2 transformed, but it's also from it absorbing and going into this womb of some sorts, and absorbing power. If you couldn't tell by the umbilical cord. I do feel like the holy music is a little out of place here. I mean, I get it is connected, given, well, the existence and stuff like that. Still. Zara, no! What are you doing here, dog? I do like the red. I do like the original Voltal id form way better. Really, Chronos? Yeah. Yeah. I really wish we could get that gear. Oh, hi. Yeah, we're just gonna attack. Ow! Rude. Well, I mean, no, not that. Booster, please. You definitely booster, because you're gonna be shooting the. Oh, you, Wild Smile, please. Oh, come on, Abe. You're not that fast. Ow! Those might be ether attacks. Alright, Jesse, get in there and kill him. Oh, what, are you gonna be using Jesse Cannon for the rest of the... No, actually. It's too expensive and weaker than the alternative. Weaker? Yeah. Though it would add some variety, that's true. Yeah, those are definitely ether-based attacks, I think. Probably should put on booster. My God. I forgot when I turned my AC off and then try to put on my headsets and listen to the game audio. It's super loud, man. I just turned it down for me. It should be fine with you guys. It's still kind of loud, but... Good lord. I'm going deaf in my goddamn ears. My right ear. You dead yet? Oh yeah, you are. Nice. Are you okay? Wiseman? It's already too late. Assist me, for I'm about to exterminate id. Zohar's Deus' core. The slave generator is an ether. It's the source of all their energy. After attaining its power, the freshly awakened id intends to annihilate this world. The contact with Zohar was meant to have been done after the unifying phase, true personality. Yeah. Huh? Keep back. Why would he do that? He can't hit you from all the way back there. You again. You're always getting in my way. But I can't be stopped by you. You couldn't even protect your own wife and son. You can't even show your face to your son. That's why you wear your mask. He's gonna con. Son? That's right. This man is no, I mean my father, Con Wong. Emotional damage. That's why he's hunched over like that. How'd you change so fast? What happened to Faye, id? Too bad. The new personality of Faye that you gave birth to, and all that work your persona did to make him one perfect unified whole had been wasted. He'll be swallowed up by me. I won't permit it. I will destroy you first. As if you could, sissy. My mother died because of your cowardly behavior. And as a result, he ran away from that reality by entering into his memories. And now I continue my existence bearing all that hatred. And you wouldn't be able to imagine what it's like. I wasn't simply working to unify Faye's personality, you know. All that you and I feel, the sadness, the hatred, even though he also experienced such things, Faye needed to be encouraged to build himself up in order to be able to comprehend all this. Faye should be able to understand all of your feelings now. But now you want to erase the one who will understand you, who understands you, to kill Faye? What is it that you want? Why ask me such a thing now? My purpose is the same as his. Total destruction. That and that alone. Is this world so bad of place that there's only hatred inside of you? Have you looked outside, dude? Where have you been? People are turning into zombie monsters, being absorbed by quote-unquote God, angels coming down and killing everyone else. That's... what? Where have you been, dude? You're the ones who made me this way. You and that woman. Admit it! Faye, can you hear me? Please take this fistful of memories I'm giving you. Become one with yourself and with me! The rest of the party's like, should we just be standing here? Do we do anything? Billy, can you shoot your dad at them? Like, hey, where did the real you go? Remember, you're not going to help Ellie. The real you is very subjective, I think, at this point. Yeah, this is inside it. A world filled with hatred and sadness. It's all that's there. Here. Yeah, now I understand it. Why you hate the world. Why there's nothing inside of you. Nothing. Nothing was given to you. Deprived of all the happy memories. And yet, it feels pleasant. It almost feels good. Now I get it. There's no need to resist. I was originally just an existence that was created as a cover to hide it. So it would be better to return to that place. Let's come together to wipe away everything, including ourselves. Remember, were you not going to help Ellie? Who is Ellie? Oh, wait, yeah, that's right, Ellie. I gotta save Ellie. What's this place? What's he done now? He only called you in here for his own sake. This is inside the shell of the basic character, the room of the coward. I'm sure you've been here many times before. I see. I remember now, in my dreams. Everything's despised and unwanted he pushed onto me, while he shuts himself up in his own little shell, the coward Faye. The basis of our personalities. Who are you? You're my... Hey, let's watch this together. This is my most treasured possession. Ugh. By repeatedly replaying the times he was full of happiness, he lives in his own little happy world. Well, I'm still alive only because of what's in those leftover dregs. Here, I'll show you everything about me. I do like the film reel. Just the countdown. Like, we really can't get like a DVD player in our subconscious. To be fair, DVDs were kind of just becoming a thing at this time, right? Alright, well, not like a thing. Well, yeah, it's kind of thing. Yeah. When the hell were DVD, not CDs, but DVDs first introduced? Home use. 95? Yeah, okay. 1996 and... Wait, what? Oh, sorry. Developed in 95, but first released in 96 in Japan. So yeah, it's a little ways off, I believe. I think Xenogears came out like a year? Oh, like 2 years. No. Yeah, 2 years in 1998. So, I mean, I guess they were around, but they weren't like fully adopted yet. That takes time. Ours was an ordinary family. A strict but reliable father. A kind and loving mother. Up till then, it was complete happiness. But one day, Mother suddenly changed. She was like a totally different person. From that day on, Faye lost his home. Father was away often. He had some important work or some other bullshit, had to get milk and cigarettes. When Father was away from home, Faye was taken to a place with mysterious machines. Inside there were many strangely dressed people. Many types of probes were injected into Faye's body as the start of some kind of experiment. Tests caused Faye much pain. Mother didn't come to his assistance. Young Faye had no way to resisting, but he was able to endure. Eventually, the experiments became unbearable. Many people gathered around Faye. These people had a high compatibility with the anima relics. This psychic contact with Faye was to force him to awaken. But no one could make contact with Faye. The power drawn out of Faye, regardless of his will, destroyed them all. This is unbelievable. Mother allowed this to take place? Psychic contact? What do you mean by awaken me? To awaken God, everything had to be in perfect order, with nothing lacking. Things divided in the past must become one complete whole again. Countless people died before Faye's eyes. Men, women, old, young, even demi-humans. Suffering, grief, fear, ecstasy, a variety of emotions and words lingered. And they tumbled about Faye like a broken doll, and tumbled about Faye like broken dolls. It was a scene from hell. In front of Father, she acted normally. When Faye tried to tell Father about Mother's strange conduct and experiments, Father's mind was taken up by his work and he didn't really listen. He thought it was just childhood fantasies. But he didn't have to endure the pain much longer. Faye's subconscious discovered a way to escape from the trauma. He formed a separate personality, a persona, to deal with things he didn't like or couldn't bear. He removed himself from out of harm's way. My role was to have all the things he hated forced upon him. The moment they arose, in the time of my division from him, I was dominated by hatred. That hatred naturally turned into destructive impulses. I wanted to destroy everything. Mother, Father, the entire world. Finally, Father noticed Mother's odd behavior, but it was already too late. I had completely separated from that coward, my original self. The puppets were broken, and Faye's heart was too. What would make Mother do such a thing? We kind of already saw that earlier, right? When when Ramses was telling us, we had that flashback of Karen. You know, Wiseman told us who our mother was, right? Karen. So, even Faye said it during the cutscene, is like, my mother? You knew my mother? What? How do you know that? But, Mother repeated the experiments to study the power she knew existed within me. Yes, that woman, Mother, was Myung. It's a lie. No, that's pretty true. No, that's true. Yeah, see, he said it too, as well. Mother's Myung. So yeah, remember when Ellie became Myung? It's like every woman has a chance of becoming Myung. It was, I think this one was just pure. Ellie was like the destined endgame for Myung. That's like, you know, I haven't even reached my final form yet. No, that's her final form, pretty much. And her final destination. But everyone else was just kind of like a flip of the coin for the women's populace, which kind of sucks. That's right. Karen was Myung. What is that you say? That's nothing special. Myung does not have one host body. Myung's roots are sealed in the genes of all women. Any one of them could become Myung. It just happened to be Mother's turn. Only Ellie was special. Oh, I just said this shit! I forgot they told you that here. No! Karen Myung noticed that Faye's memories time access had increased 2 or 3-fold. And she became convinced that Faye was the contact. Contact? Yeah, I was the contact. That's why he called out to me. And why the time had come. Who's talking here? Is it Faye? No. The con? Stop it! Cut it out! No, it's Faye. Dad! Dad! Mom, help Dad! Hey Mom, why aren't you helping Dad? Dad's gonna die! Graf came seeking the power that exists within me, to return to his own body. You understand now, don't you? Graf is Lacan, yeah. We, his descendants, who inherited his lingering thoughts and memories from him, know only too well. Divided 500 years ago, he would become a part of us both. Lacan became Graf. He destroyed everything on the face of the earth. He then mastered how to possess the bodies of others by dwelling in their minds. He was probably able to do that after his contact with the existence. The bodies died, but Lacan's spirit continued living on by possessing others. He had come that day to return his soul, at last, to the perfect reincarnation of his physical body. The body of Faye. Father fought him, but he couldn't protect Mother or I. He pitifully fought on while coughing up his lifeblood. Graf made a mockery of Father, and Mother would not even help him when he needed her the most. As for their son, he couldn't take what was happening anymore. He gave in to his feelings and released his power. As a result, Mother died. And he offloaded the results of his actions onto me. To avoid taking responsibility for killing Mother, he used me as a shield. I also killed Mother. To be fair, he wanted to do that anyways, but he pushed all the bad things onto me, but kept all the memories filled with happiness and Mother's love to himself. And he shuts himself away with those memories inside his own little shell forever. This is the place. What you see before you is what he made. He just keeps hanging on to those memories. Pretty sad the only happy memory he has with his mother is playing ball. There's nothing else? No like story time, nap time thing? No like fucking riding on the shoulders being carried? Nothing? That's what this is. Stop it. Stop. These scenes. Are these all there is to us? Enough already. There's nothing here. There's a world filled with deception and pain. Can't be helped. This is our world. This is everything. Third phase, like, on the nose with that. It's like, this is it? Really? This is how you guys live? Damn girls, you live like this? I was a fool. It was my fault. I was so busy with my duties in Chevette that I didn't notice Karen had changed. I couldn't save you when you needed my help. Save me? Why bother saying such nonsense now? It's not going to change anything. The only thing you can do now is die by my hands. Even still, I'll show you that I can save you. Dad? Stop it, Father had done nothing. Look. I understand maybe thinking some of the shit we were talking about being kind of childhood fantasies, but if you go to your, like, if a child goes to you and you're their father and like, hey, when you leave, motherfucking abuses the shit out of me and like probes me with the shit and brings me to weird places, you might want to like take a step back and be like, okay, I should look into this, right? So there is some fault with Khan, right? Obviously, the way Myung works, if I know the lore correctly, is when she takes over a body, she has access to like all their memories, like and their personalities and stuff like that, and she can like mimic people that she's taken over if she needs to. If I'm understanding her powers completely, so her acting completely normal when Khan's around is just how that she works, right? I know this one is the real culprit. I mean, understandably, he would want to, like, shut off the trauma much as he can. Mother and father had no choice. There was choices. Myung really doesn't have a choice. She is literally made to do this. So this is her directive, this is her programming, this is her reason for being, right? Does she have other hobbies and stuff like that? Yeah, of course. Like, but everything she does in a sort of way to get, as she said earlier, she is programmed to just get to the resurrection of Diaz. Yeah? Thanks. Pass it back. I'm playing with Mother. This is not reality. It's all fake. It's all a trick. All of it. No! Get out! This is my room! I thought you would always be with me! Why won't you see reality? Because mentally he's like fucking 4, I think. How old was Faye? Was he 17 or 18? I think he's 18, so he's 5, I think. Yeah, he's 18. So, I mean, you're not gonna get much maturity out of him. Happiness, sadness, aren't these all parts that combine to make the whole? Why won't you show him? Why don't you also show Id what you always watch? No, they're mine! I don't want to show it to the person who killed Mother! You should talk, you're the one who killed Mother. No, I didn't, you did! I did not kill her! You actually did. Mother didn't care for you, Father didn't notice either. And that's why you killed her. And he was gonna kill her, but he didn't get a chance. I didn't kill her, I didn't! Knock it off! We killed Mother. It's no one's fault but ours. It's not because she became Ming or because Father didn't notice. Don't look outside for the reason. Don't blame anyone but yourself. It's kind of because she became Ming. Like, we wouldn't have done it if she didn't become Myung, right? Yes, Mother was Myung, and I know that you suffered. No one could have endured it. But you can't push it on it alone. We're all one person. We must all become one, right, Faye? Walk on your own 2 feet. Face up to the reality that you don't want to see. Show them to Id. Everything you took for yourself. They say Faye released it here, but it does definitely look like Myung released something from him, right, with the arm gesture? Man, Faye's personalities have an age range, right? We got... Aw, good hug. That won't traumatize him. Yeah, his age range is always like... the Faye we've been controlling this entire time, 3 years old. Coward, 5. Id 10. Lies, that woman, this scene, all illusions he made up. My conscience can see through this trick. I won't be swayed. Hey, that's enough. Doing that isn't going to solve anything. Mother saved us at the last moment. That's the truth, isn't it? Right? It was, I think Fate was trying to kill everyone. Well, not everyone, just... It's kind of weird. I guess he didn't really have control power, but he was about to kill himself. The reality isn't all grim. It was still kind of fucking grim, dude. My power couldn't save anyone. It could only destroy. I thought I could only make a connection with others through destruction. So I had to destroy it all. People, the world, even Ellie. No, that's not the case. We can save others just as our mother, despite being young, saved us. It was our mother saving us. I don't know if they explained it future, but like if you go back again to when Young took over Ellie, and in order for her to die, she fucking goaded Ramses into killing her pretty much because she cannot purposely kill herself. Like, it's against her programming. So she wouldn't have been able to jump in front of this. It had to have been our mother consciousness somehow getting back in control of the body. Who the hell knows how that happens? But yeah, anyways, our power can save people. We can save Ellie by killing everyone. That's a first. Mother being so warm to me. She almost seems too warm. Take the memories I have within me. You must know what it's used to be like up until now. You must know what it's used to be like what it used to be like up until now. Sure. Know our identities, about who we are, then figure out what ought to be done. Our integration is not yet complete. Yeah, so the ages are... Oh, hi, Kane. How's it going, buddy? Like, the coward was only around for 5 years until Id was then in control for 10 years, working with Graf. Oh, bye, Ellie. Elheim! Abel, live! I just can't hand over our child to you. Live. Seeing a trend here with how our our lives kind of ended. Lacan, live. Pretty much Ellie always just dies and tells us to live. That sucks. God doesn't exist in our world, then I will create God with my own hands. What is this place? My execution site? Why do you turn on me? I thought we were friends! Who is it? I think this is after Lacan kind of lost it, got some power from the Zohar, and then fucking destroyed a bunch of shit. Pretty much became Graf at that point. Did I cause this? What's happened to me? What have I become? I will live. Interesting that they give you id's form there, but I mean, I guess maybe that is our dark side form, just how it looks. Even if I have to go to hell, I will live to the end of this world. And if the world does not come to an end, I will destroy it with my own hands. Hey. Hey, I'm a save point. What? Who is it? Who's calling? I am. Har? What do you mean, Har? I reside in Zohar. I'm the beginning and the end. The first and the last. God? God, yeah, I mean, some would refer to me as that, I guess. From a certain point of view, it is the right to view me as such, but at the same time, I am not. I'm also part of you. Part of me? I'm defined by how people observe me. You are actually talking to the virtual version of me that you yourself created. I'm your perception of me. I don't understand what you're talking about. Like, at all? Who or what are you? In one word, existence. Existence? In actuality, I do not have a physical form. I'm an existence of a higher dimension. A place you cannot perceive, but in terms you understand, it is a world where everything acts as kind of waves. It is the source of this four-dimensional universe. The place where time and space is controlled, and fluctuating void, the wave existence. What does such an existence have to do with me? Long ago, a modifier, or a pseudo-perpetual infinite energy engine was created. That engine was named Zohar. That reactor was created by the ancient people from another planet to attain what is considered to be the ultimate energy possible within this four-dimensional universe. Eventually, these people used that same engine to create the ultimate interplanetary invasion weapon, Deus. Zohar was used as its primary source of power. But the unexpected happened. During the connection tests of Zohar with the newly completed Deus, the engine started to examine infinite potential phenomena requiring energy. The engine connected to this dimension to a higher dimensional space. As a result, the reactor merged or synchronized with the wave existence in that higher dimension, me. I descended from the point of contact created by the machine through the path of Sephiroth, or the domain you are in right now, and incarnated in the four-dimensional world. After I advented into the four-dimensional world, in order to stabilize myself here, I had to exchange or materialize a form and enter into a modified engine. In other words, I became bound to the Zohar, the cage of fleshy existence. Since the time I was bound to Zohar, I always wanted to return to my own dimension, and I came to a conclusion. I had to reverse the process. I went through to arrive here. I must be released by the one who instilled within me a special feature of this dimension, the will, that is you. Decided it was me? A special feature? Is that like a early access bonus? What? No. Yeah, I was given a special attribute of a human by you, the contact. When you observed me, I was given a mother's will. Mother's will? I'm sure you remember, after my descent, you had contact with the Zohar engine. As a contact, being but only a child, you divined my existence with your desire to return to your mother. Thus I came to prepare the mother's will. That is the will of Valheim. Man, this game is all about having a mother's complex. Ellie's disposition was influenced by me? Yes, my will was incarnated through a biocomputer which was vital for Deus. After combining with me, the biocomputer evolved into its functions, and that bioplant generated a central element, that is her. I was split by your contact. My physical form or flesh stayed in Zohar, while my will went into Elheim and my power went into you. That's why I waited to reunite with you, and now it is fulfilled. My only remaining desire is to break this cage of fleshy existence. In order to do that, I must become perfect by combining with Elheim, as well as my other split physical form, Deus. The only way to return to my original dimension is to destroy this physical body. In the four-dimensional world, Zohar is perfect. So in order to destroy Zohar, I need the strength that was attributed to you. Zohar can only be destroyed by the hands of the contact. What about Ellie? If Zohar is destroyed, what will become of Ellie? Zohar and Dias are one. She is bound to the system by another's will to become one with it. In order to release her, it was necessary to destroy the very system that serves as Dias' weapon. However, having been created as a weapon, Dias' system seeks to unify itself with all of you with a different purpose than that of mine. Originally, her release should have been performed by me, the one who desires to return back to the higher dimension, but I am also bound to the system that she is, so I am unable to participate. You're the only one who can release her from that spell. Just as Dias and I are inseparable, you and her are also inseparable. Alright. I'll destroy Dias and the Zohar modifier, and I'll save Ellie. You have experienced much loss and deprivation in your life. It is very tragic. I had to see all that shit, man. It's fucked up. Our contact and the resulting transference of power and will between you and I most likely played a factor in splitting your personalities. That one's probably not true. I disagree. I can't blame anything or anyone besides myself. Regardless of what may have happened in the past, with the passing of time, the cause becomes more remote. It is a problem that comes from within, that I myself must deal with. I see. You managed to accept those tragedies, to tolerate all things, to comprehend and find where you stand in this world. If you have succeeded to do all these things, I am sure you will succeed in what awaits you now. To liberate all of us, use the Xenogears. Destroy Zohar! Wait, there's more I need to ask you! The system is awakening. Ask her later. Save your data? Sure. Are you gonna end the episode, Chronos? No. No, I'm not gonna end that. We'll finish this all today. It might be a little while. But we'll finish, well, at least this part of the game today. Not the entire thing. Are you kidding? We have optional shit to do after this. Can I see what we have going on here? No. Okay, well. Fine. Resume game? Yeah, sure. Can I keep the red? And the wings? Like at all time, please? No, okay, that's fine, I guess. That's cool. No, that's, you know. Fuck what I want, right? Dad? Dad, are you okay? Oh, I'm sorry, this is all my fault. You kicked the shit out of me, Faye. You've returned to your own self. You've become one. Yeah, thanks to you. If all of you hadn't called out to me. Dad, oh, don't worry, it's just internal bleeding. This is good. This is, after all, Dad? You and I must become one. Graf, what's going on? I reached the limit of the body I possess on that day 3 years ago. I required a body that would tide me over until your true awakening. That is why I acquired the body of your father. Regardless of your awakening, your merger and inherited memories that you have acquired, there is no way for you to know of this, since you had lost your memory at that point. At the point in which I merged with your father. So you remember that cutscene when it's Id and Graf versus his dad? That's when shit went wacky out. Impossible. What about Wiseman? What about father? Of course they were just parts of me. I couldn't hold on to Khan totally. His ego was far stronger than I imagined. When my control weakened, he showed himself to you as Wiseman. You have awakened. This body is now useless to me. Now I must return to my original body, the reincarnation of my body that you inhabited. Stop it, Dad! I hear you, Faye. You see, you and I are one. I am Khan, and Khan is me. He has become one with me, so you too should open your heart and unite with me. When we go on to eliminate everything. No, I can't allow you to control me! If you take a look at Wiseman's gear, it is very similar to Graf's, because for obvious reasons, right? Protecting your master, then so be it. I'll merge with you, both you and your machine then. Now come, Faye, fight me! It's no use, I know you're the Khan and that you're part of me. But that doesn't change you from being my father. I can never really fight you. I can. You're so naive. Why don't you understand that you're naive is what killed Sophia? What killed your mother, Karen? I already know that. That's why I swore never to run away again. That I must rescue Ellie. So don't get in my way. Wake up, open your eyes, father, Lacan. If that is the case, then fight me. Fight me! I can't. I can. I see. Then there's no choice. Guess I'll kill them. Since you're so unwilling to fight, I believe I'll have to use them as bait. Why are you guys still here? Stop it! Don't we have the same memories? Can't you also remember the sadness you felt way back then? Why then? Why must you destroy everything? If we stop Diaz, won't this all be over? You still don't understand. Even after your contact with the Existence, I came to understand after my contact with the Existence that even if this Diaz is destroyed, as long as humans still inhabit this land, Myung, Elheim, will be born time and time again. And all things, living things may as well perish along with Diaz itself. That's the only path to freedom. The path to release us from the eternal cycles of life, the tragedies of history and the spells of fate. Once I awaken Diaz as a weapon, I will obliterate all living things. Then I'll use your awakened self in that machine to return everything to nothing. That's what I concluded. Myung and Helmheim are not just Diaz mouthpieces. That woman is the main body. Why can't you see that? It's not true. She gave her life for me by shielding me from harm. Her eyes weren't Myung's. Mother came back at the last moment. Myung, Mother, even Ellie were all humans born on this planet. Diaz doesn't matter. You'll see. I'll bring Ellie back. Well, Myung's a little different, but yeah. Father, no, Graf, Lacan, if you won't back down, never. Then I have no choice. Time has come to truly become one. Alright. We got the best machine in the game. We lost System id, so we can't just activate, you know, the cool moves. Also, True Waltall's got fucking nerfed. So yeah, we don't have any of the cool stuff anymore. I guess I'll activate boosters. I actually meant to attack, but sure. Ow. Quit it. Yeah, we have stupidly good attack, stupidly good defense right now. You can't really tell by the fact that I'm doing triangle attacks. But you might notice that our hyper's at 99%, baby! That means we're pretty much guaranteed to go into hyper mode when we get past level 3, or up to level 3. We would have to be very fucking unlucky not to get the hyper mode. It would be funny. Okay, Kishinden. It's a little different. I think all of your things actually look a little bit different now. So we'll go through them all. I like the original better. Really, Chronos? Yeah! I really do like the original Kishin better. Let's try Koshu X. It's kosher. Oh, actually we'll be able to get... He doesn't have much HP. We'll be able to do the square attack. Neat. It's like, oh, fuck! Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, the original Voltal id. God, it's so good. And the original Kishin as well. The one he did on Bart. You know, the one that did 19,000 damage. Because he attacked him first with 9,000. Yeah, I know, but still, it's really good. Why don't you finish me off? If you don't get rid of me, then you cannot get what you want. Alright, Dad. I understand. You're not Graf. You're my father. You and Graf are one. Your will and purpose never change. I knew that once we fought. But let's stop now. Our objectives should be the same. It's the same as our becoming one. We don't have to fight. What? My body! Zohar is after you. The last piece is to combine with Deus' system. It seeks to unify with you, the first to have been divided from it. What? This is what Lacan wanted all along. After all, I'm in perfect existence. It was inevitable that I would come to this, considering what had happened in the past. Lacan's imperfect secondary contact with the wave existence split his personality into two. Eventually his body died, but the original Lacan transmigrated, bringing the destiny of becoming the contact with him. Bringing the destiny? Yeah, okay. He was reborn as your body present. The remaining persona, just his desires, lived on separately by possessing the bodies of others. That is Graf. That is me. I may have inherited Lacan's will, but I am not the same as the contact Lacan. It is impossible for me to make a real contact. There would be no true melding and release. Even though our bodies may be different, I am still half of you. That fact remains. Although I am imperfect, I can merge temporarily with Zohar, and thus may be able to buy you some time. This is the only way I can be one with you. This is all I can do. Deus' system will start to look for you again. Before then, you have to destroy the newly perfected Deus. We got side quest, dog. So it's got you hold on. We got side quests, and then this Zohar modifier. You're the only one who can destroy the physical barrier that encases God's body. As you said, that was Karen. Though through many generations, Myang is beginning to break free from her bonds. Now that Elheim has merged with Deus, she has all of her memories back. All the memories from her original birth as the contacts complement up to her current transmigration. That includes all the lives she has lived as Myang and her substitutes over the centuries. And of course, that includes your mother's memories too. Mother's memories? They cut away the binds on mankind. You should be able to do that now. Save her and all the other women bound with her. I'm begging you, Faye. Everyone understand? No? Yeah, no, that's right. That's fair. They throw a lot of shit at you. Exposition, go! What's this? This pendant. This Sophia's my mother's? It's nothing. I'm just talking to myself. Sorry for all the trouble I caused, everyone. Thank you all so much. Anyways, let's get going. There's little time left now, for me, and for our planet. Where'd Billy go? What is this place? This is where it all started. This is our genesis. We know humans were born here. Long ago, Deus crash landed on this planet in the interplanetary culinary ship. In order to revive itself someday, Deus detached the Zohar modifier's core. After this core unit came down here, a single woman awoke and arose out of it. She's the mother of all humanity. After she awoke, she used all her power to bear several beings. These would become our ancestors of the whole humanity, well, at least on this planet. These were the Emperor and the Gazelle Ministry. Finally, she gave birth to the replicas of herself to be human caretakers. Two selves, the human mother and the weapon, the subject and the complement. That is Ellie and Myang. I, the sole survivor of the colony ship, met Ellie, and everything started from there. The land of Genesis. Kadomoni, sure. This is the place. Yeah, but Faye, even with your shared fate with Deus, why do you have such ancient memories? Usually human memories cannot be passed down through the generations. Humans do not normally have the abilities to compress and store memories in their introns. But Ellie and I, and Myang, are different. Due to our connection with the wave existence, that is due to Zohar's ability to change possible phenomena, we can clearly store data in our introns. In other words, we can leave behind memories to be inherited by our descendants. And since the wave existence is bound inside of Zohar, the information is affixed to me, so to speak, by some of the power of the wave existence. And this is the form from when Ellie and Myang was still one being. This is the first woman of our world. Our mother. She looks as spry as the day she landed. Alright, so if we destroy that Zohar thing, everything will be over, right? Yes, I think. The source of our ether powers and the source of our powers from the generator, they make our gears work. It all comes from the Zohar modifier engine, which can control any potential phenomena. If we destroy it, Deus and the Seraph Angels will be deactivated. And then we should be able to free Ellie, who has become bound to Deus' weapon system as Myong. Right, Faye? Did I get that right, Faye? Yeah, no, that's what the wave existence said. But then there is the downside. It will also mean that we will no longer be able to use our gears. Oh, we can't do it then! No, we gotta keep our gears. And our ether abilities. I don't really care about those. But what are those Seraph Angels all about anyways? The odd appearance as if they lack something, as if they were neither living beings nor mere weapons. Zohar senses the human conscious and incarnates the Seraphs. Human consciousness. Zohar itself is all the principle of uncertainty. The observer's perceptions of Zohar determines the entity it actually becomes. In other words, I believe those are angels. Those angels are incarnations of the spirits of people. The people have been absorbed by Deus to become parts of it. So that's fucked. What merit is there for them to gain in eliminating all civilization? Some kind of hatred for those humans who have survived? Of course not. Those people who were created and assimilated as part of Deus would not have such intentions. Try to remember what Ellie, when she became Myong, said. The creation of God will someday be a hindrance. The creations of God. That is why they must be eliminated. Yes, that is why Merkava is being used to begin the destruction. But Deus is not following the programming of exterminating all of civilization. The Seraphs, which are terminal interfaces with Deus, not weapon, are using their bodies composed of nanomachines to absorb massive numbers of people regardless of whether they are dead or alive. It is not discriminating between the mutant and the non-mutant people. It's highly peculiar. The fact that the people who are meant to be destroyed are being taken in as well, that is the absolute opposite of what it's supposed to be doing. Maybe there aren't enough parts? It is unlikely. Aside from those bodies that were destined to be parts of it, Deus, who has already acquired the abilities of nanomachines, can just use any material to construct its body. It's obvious. It has other intentions in mind. Those intentions, Krellians has called Deus the Mother. If God is the Mother, then those motives are coming from the Great Mother, impeding the growth of its child, enveloping it, to bring the child back to the womb to become one with it. That is the motive. Such a program does not exist within its design, though. It's probably given this unique will by someone, either from Ellie, who is merged with Deus, or either way, it doesn't change the fact that we have to fight. Regardless of what their intentions are, the problem is how we're supposed to deal with them. You think we can do it in our current state? The secret battleship Excalibur will also take part in the final battle. Additionally, the military potential of all the surface forces will assemble here. Even if we could put together a massive force, we still have the problem with the main armament of the Merkava. We need to know how to take that out. As long as we don't do that, Krell's ultra-long-range cannon has the ability to vaporize any substance. On top of that, they have a barrier around their perimeter that nullifies all attacks. We fought against the Merkava many times to try to stop its onslaught. However, we cannot even get close. Hence, we have had to withdraw every time. Damn it, no matter how much we want to save Ellie, if we can't get inside the Merkava, it's meaningless. To add to that, there's the problem of those Seraphs. They function as the terminal interface weapons for close offense. I can easily say their attack power is equivalent to that of the Omnigear class. They even have the regenerative abilities due to the nanomachines. Don't be concerned about that. I was able to obtain some data from Xenogears. You see, Xenogears has mutagenical evolved due to its contact with Zohar. Using that data, all of your new gears ought to be completed soon. Additionally, all the other weapons and armaments are being modified to implement the disassembler device. Disassembler device? In contrast to the nano-assembler, which creates matters to repair them, the disassembler has the ability to dismantle and destroy matters. They can even deactivate the nanomachines' restoring abilities by disengaging their repair programs. This should be sufficiently effective even against the DS-Seraphs. Alright, cool. Even if we can deal with the angels, just how are we going to deal with the Merkava? Can't even get close to that thing. There's no such thing as a perfect defense. There is a way. Look over there. Merkava's main gun requires a 1.2 second interval to reload because of the tremendous output. Upon firing, although it's only sectional, there will be a portion of the barrier that will be opened. There's 1.8 second delay before the barrier reforms in that area. If we can use this window of time to target and destroy the cannon, it will be possible to close in on it. If we can get close enough, we can break through the gravitational spatial correction. Well, this is the rough idea. Unfortunately, we don't have such a long-range cannon that could acquire a target in such a brief time frame. What are you saying? We just need to shut that annoying cannon up, right? You want to go head-on into Merkava? Now you're being reckless again. That's suicide. No, listen, we're not going to just rush in. The Yggdrasil 4 and Excalibur are also equipped with barriers. That's what we'll use. Although only for a short time, we can withstand a direct hit from Merkava's main cannons. Then we can close in and watch for the part of the barrier that go down and destroy the cannon. How long will our barrier last? About 20 or so seconds. That's all? It wouldn't matter how fast we fly. That amount of time we'll be without a barrier before we can get within the firing range. Those numbers are valid only if the generator is at full drive, right? You can only get those numbers if we sacrifice all other output and propulsion. I'm not suggesting we go in with our guns blazing knowing we're gonna lose. We're gonna physically put a lid on it directly. As you said, Yggdrasil 4 or Excalibur's barriers can't sufficiently defend against Merkava's attack. At least with one generator, that is. Meaning we can defend against Merkava with twice the amount of time, with 40 seconds if we couple the two generators together. This way we can make it into the hard Merkava. Well, what about the propulsion? Jesus, man, just pick a voice. Just hear me out. This is what we do. First we transform my Yggdrasil into the heavy assault mode and load it onto the Excalibur so we can couple the generators. By doing that, we can reduce the energy usage down to just supporting the hull of the ship and generating the barrier. This will allow most of the energy to be devoted to generating the barrier. But next, shift the barrier to full front and focus it to a single point where the main cannon will make its strike. Now for our movement. First, we develop a barrier by engaging Excalibur's generator to maximum power. For propulsion during the time, we'll install on the Yggdrasil those large solid rockets we got from the ruins of the mass driver. When Excalibur's barrier expires, we'll use the Yggdrasil's force generator to develop a barrier. Then we'll detach the solid rockets and shift the Excalibur into collision flight. Using this method, we can get right into Merkava's face. After it fires, it will be defenseless. During this time, we'll block the muzzle of the Merkava's cannon with Excalibur's bow ram, upon which we should have 0.67 seconds. With the cannon fire of the Excalibur, we'll destroy the Yggdrasil's slave generator, incapacitate the Merkava along the way, and then we break through. That's a costly entrance. That's what the plan is all about. Combination of the barriers on both ships, storming Merkava, the timing of the cannon fire of the Excalibur, these are all going to be crucial. Mess up one of these, and the consequences are going to be severe. Hence, it'll be necessary to have both crews in sync with each other. That's why I like to place second command of the Excalibur. I have no qualms with that. Like, I don't like the idea, but I have no qualms with it. What do you think, Queen? Will you lend us your battleship?
Since there appears to be no other alternative, let us go with that. Please use that as you see fit.
But are we not cutting it uncomfortably close? When you calculate the arrival time and the barrier generation time, you'll see what I mean. One minor mishap will put us into a situation where we could run out of barrier power before our arrival. Is Chuju flying this ship right now? You shouldn't let her do that. She's 1 year old. Also, we'll be devoting both generators to keeping the barriers up. Won't that leave us without perimeter defenses? We won't stand a chance if we get engaged by the Seraph Angels on our way to Makava. We'll hold them off. You can count on us. You guys just concentrate on taking out that main cannon. Thanks. We're depending on you. Already, everyone. Already everywhere has... Wait, what? Okay, sorry. Already everywhere has been taken out. This is the only place that's left. This is going to be the true final battle. I mean, he's right. It is the final dungeon. We set out to silence God's Ark Makava, which was the epitome of offense and defensive power, and then storm inside. We initiated the operation to destroy Zohar. Man, I really wish we were able to actually do more with that thing. I understand it's too gigantic and overpowered to use it, like, for actual, like, stuff, but come on, man. One or two more fights after that first one would have been nice. Give me an epic last stand, too, or something. Like, make this a battle. You see, this would have been a cool battle, like his last stand. And he's still cool. I was like, well, shit, that can't be. Secondary explosion? Oh no, I should have known better. What a miscalculation. The explosion was too big. It reacted with the main condenser right under the main cannon and induced a secondary explosion. How could I have been so stupid? You mean we overdid it? There's no such thing. Why did I not realize it sooner? This means we might have... Oh no, Ellie! Oh, it's fine. She'll be reborn eventually. Ellie? Oh my god, Ellie! What is that? This time? Hey, Sitan, what more is going on? Something is happening in the center of Makava. What could it be? That scene from Chrono Cross. Or that thing from Chrono Cross, I should say. Yeah, honestly, it's not that far off. Uh-oh. Welcome to the moon now. At that time, the earth quaked and shook, and from the location where the Merkava crashed, a giant object appeared. It was Diaz's final form. The Merkava were merely its vessel. Diaz evolved through the use of Krellian's nanomachines into a planetary-scale weapon, and began terraforming. It was attempting to convert this entire planet into a weapon. We retreated back to the base at the snow plains to form a new strategy. We decided to go back into Diaz. Time was running out. Hey, we're actually at a place now, and we got things to do. We actually have access to the world map and optional dungeons. I gained 2 levels from the Battle of Id and Graph for some reason. I don't know why they would give me that many experience. Oh, that's where the other... Yeah, that's right. I did put that on you. Anyways, yeah, cool beans. We should probably definitely check out that last the Koke ability that we learned. But yeah, this is Xenogears, 30,000 HP, 720 attack. It's really good. So, yeah. Yeah, I guess next time I'll set up my party. Let me just unequip this Kishin sword from you for now, because we're going to need that for something. And I will see you all next time. Have a great day. Bye.